Hello guys, welcome to Survival Russia. Today I just want to go out, make a calm video and check up on my land and forest and this and that. You know, since I arrived here in Russia I made the hunting video, always stressful. Then I thought I'm gonna make a nice calm video repairing or restoring the vehicle there, the SRV, the little Lars there. In-laws come, they have a 30-year anniversary. I had to finish that fast also. Now I'm just tired of stressful videos. Today I'm just gonna make a video for myself and for you guys who like this kind of stuff, where we just start here at the homestead, hike around, check up on some campsites, check up on the forest, see what the terrain looks like and so on and so forth. But to begin with, I want to show you something about harvesting birch sap. Because that can actually be very useful, not only in an emergency, because everything does not have to be an emergency, but I want to show you this little tip here on how to do it on the fly, you can say, because we used it a lot in the hunting cabin. Because in the hunting cabin we do not have water. We had a lot of water on the ground, but have to be boiled and so on. So harvesting birch sap or other drinkable tree saps can be very useful, very good addition to the boiled water and so on. And yeah, let's get on with that. Okay, so we will just use this tree here. It's sort of like the same size as we had in the hunting cabin. And in the hunting cabin we used 2 trees and we could get, I don't know, a few liters a day or something from this simple method here. From bigger trees with good tools you can get a lot more. But it's alright. This is a Yugoslav or Serbian mess kit. I'm trying to start to implement it, to start to use it, or getting used to it. It's a really awesome mess kit because it has a water bottle, and I also like the cutlery here. The knife here is actually a real knife, and it's pretty darn sharp. It's not bad at all, as you can see. It's a good knife. Come on, please. Gonna use the plastic lid here. We're gonna put it down here. We're gonna take our little knife here. In this case, it's a Mora, but most knives will do, of course. So what we'll do is that we'll take the knife, something like up here, and just squeeze it in. You can see the sap is already running out. Do a little extra cut here, turn it around, just wiggle it a little bit, as they say. We'll take a little bit of gaze, this stuff here, doesn't have to be much either, I think that'll do. And then we'll try and jam this gaze into this little slot here. Sort of like. So we'll leave it like that. Check it out when we come back. Okay, let's check out the next spot. I think we're gonna head out to the teepee I made with the kitchen wrap, the cling film, the food wrap, whatever the hell we can call it. Let's go and check how it is, because I've not seen it, and 10th of May today. It's been there a long time. Hey! Yeah, well, I think it's safe to say that it's not really good for long-term shelter, that's for sure. But okay, it's been a very long time, so. Anyway, I clean up the mess when we come back, or when I come back. We have the highway out there, or the road where Deputy Dog got killed. So we have a railroad up there, but nonetheless, wild country. Let's head over into the big forest, and I think we're gonna head up to the campsite where I did the overnighter without the sleeping bag and shelter and all that good stuff, and some other sites. Hello guys, so we're actually at the campsite where I did the 2 overnighters, the one without shelter or sleeping bag and so on, and later just a camp scenario. But let's take a look at the site. It's awesome to look at now actually. I had my tent here, that's the actual campsite, fireplace and so on. I was just laying in this little space there. Now everything is free. So this is actually a fireplace that lasted for more than 2 days, all in all. It's really awesome to be back in the Russian wilderness. I cannot stress that enough. By the way, here I have a whole bottle of birch bark juice, or birch sap. Yeah, but the best thing about being in Denmark and Germany was that I got the documents fixed, and I got to see my best friend, who's also called Lars. I stayed with him for a few weeks, 2 weeks or something. I don't really like the civilized world any longer. I can feel, oh, no, it's of course okay, but this, I've not been there for a few years now, right? So one thing I noticed that I have not noticed earlier is that society in Denmark, northern Germany, society is obsessed with eating. Doesn't matter where you go, on the streets, on the train stations, everywhere, even outside supermarkets and so on, they sell burgers, sausages, all sorts of things. It's just like eat, 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 eat. There's an obsession going on with eating. It's really, really crazy. Also, I noticed that the animals are really, most of them anyway, not all, it's a little bit interesting actually, but animals, they are also getting, even in a rural area, they are getting too used to people. You know, I was standing in northern Germany on a small farm road, cows grazing on the field and so on. I see a rabbit or hare sitting in the grass eating, and I went into about, I couldn't go further because there was an electric fence, right? But I went about 10 meters, maybe 8 meters from the hare sitting there and eating grass. And I was standing doing like this and that, and it just didn't do anything. It just sat there, looked at me and ate his grass. That was amazing. Deer, they are also not really that scared of people. The ducks, they fly, but you can get much closer to them than here. And the deer, we don't have deer in this specific area here. We have deer, but not in this specific area. It looks like good deer country, and it is, but it gets too cold and the snow gets too deep for them, so they cannot survive here. But anyway, the wild hogs, those ones you'd never see. Even there are signs of them everywhere, of course, because they like cornfields and all sorts of food crop fields, right? So yeah, lots of them you never see, lots of signs of them, but the pig you'll never see. I'm just gonna sit here and run my mouth for a little bit, because it's been a long time since I've just been able to sit and run my mouth in front of the camera, in front of you guys, right? And yeah, some of you like it, some of you don't. But I think in the near future I'm gonna make a video about military equipment for outdoors use, and what works and for me and what doesn't work, and so on and so forth. So yeah, today, as you can see, I'm wearing this old Austrian army, the Bundesheer, the tarp rain cover, whatnot, tent half. It's really awesome. They are really difficult to get, and these actually, even the heavy duty canvas, they do not weigh much more. If they weigh more, I have to test it, than the modern nylon rubberized thingies that we got in the army. But I like this one here because it's yeah, it works good as a cover for the backpack. There's a good circulation in it, and sheds the rain well, and it's a ground sheath and whatnot, or ground sheet, and yeah, it's like all heavy-duty canvas things. They're really awesome. Also, this is a crazy time of year. This is the coldest May so far since 1922, for almost 100 years. I think I just drink a little bit more birch sap, and let's head over to another campsite, maybe 2 other campsites. I have campsites everywhere in my forest here, right? It's gonna be interesting to see how much we have when we come back. Let's move on, guys. Jagger. Big lump actually. That is almost certainly a bear that have been tearing up the anthill here. Yeah, you can actually see the claws there. So that's a little bear been around here. Not that small, I can see actually. Bears, they eat everything. And my old campsite, my main campsite, my most beloved campsite is actually right over there. Awesome. Here we have some moose. Big guy. Not a small guy. Yeah, this time of year is just so awesome. I call it the golden period because all the vegetation is not very tall and you can see everything. There are no insects, mosquitoes and all this biting stuff. And yeah, it's just an awesome period. I hope I'll be able to do some camping here pretty soon. We are of course at the main campsite. I also would like to run down to the river and do some hanging out camping down there because it's a really awesome place in this time of year. But there was so much water, as you could see in the trip to the hunting cabin. We were crossing the river down there. I've never seen that much water here. It's crazy. Oh, it was crazy. Maybe it still is. Let's head down there at some point. But yeah, this is one of the reasons I'm wearing rubber boots. Sometimes I get funky comments about wearing rubber boots, but it's the most efficient in the terrain like this, in my opinion. People say, can you afford some Gore-Tex boots? I have Gore-Tex boots. I have several. They're all leather, right? And they're not that long, really. They're not really that useful. And Gore-Tex leather boots, in my opinion, is okay for yeah, if you're out for a day and then you're not going anywhere the next 3 days or a week or something like this. But if you're heading out every day and in sort of like semi-deep water, as you saw earlier and so on, the Gore-Tex boots are no good. They're no good at all. And yeah, today it's +3 centigrades, and that's not very warm. We have a humidity of 100%, and yeah, they're a little bit cold, but I'm wearing wool socks. It's not a big problem, really. But let's head out and see how much birch sap we have and so on. Because when we come back, we will have been out for, say, about 3 hours or something like that. Oh, it's awesome. Awesome time of year. And bear and moose signs and everything. Everything is good, everything is healthy, everything is nice. Back in awesome Russia. Okay guys, so let's see what we have down here. Over there we have a pink troll. We have a very wet piece of gaze or gauze or whatever we can call it. And then we have a decent mouthful. This is actually quite reasonable for about 3 hours. That is not too bad. and of course you can drink it straight away, no problem. But see down here, we pull it out. We have a wound down here. So what we can do is that we actually take some of this soil here and coat it in this very clayish soil to make sure we get it into like that. And that would help the tree cope with the open wound. So what we did at the hunting cabin was that we had 2 glass jars, and we put them on 2 trees, of course, and we will leave them overnight. We will leave them again when we went out on hunting and whatnot. And that gave us actually a substantial addition to our boiled water. That was pretty nice. So I think that is a valid tip to give you guys if you have birch bark juice. Also, you're actually standing at a table. The snow was this high during winter. That's pretty high snow. It was actually higher than the table there, so it's about this. But anyway, guys, I hope you like this little video here, and I hope you subscribe, share, bell, like, and all that good stuff. And I hope you will also check the links in the description and consider becoming a Patreon in these, or donate on PayPal for that matter, in these for YouTube so hard times. It is not so great. Anyway, guys, until next time, get out and train, get it done, and see you next time here in Springtime Russia. Thank you for your time, guys, and awesome to be back.